Welcome back to our English HBL video. In this occasion, we are going to discuss about Unit 1, Lesson 5, the story of Helen Keller. So what are we going to discuss about this Unit 1? We are going to discuss about the life story of Helen Keller. And then what are we going to discuss there? It is exactly we are going to discuss what life was like in the past for blind and deaf people. And then how things are different today. Read and listen to the story of Helen Keller. Answer the questions at the end of each section and discuss the word study achievements. So, in order to know about the story of Helen Keller, let's watch the movie together.
Young Helen Keller. Helen Keller could not hear or see, yet she helped many people in her amazing life. Helen was born in Alabama on June 27, 1880. She was a happy, healthy baby. But when she was almost 2 years old, Helen became very sick. In time, Helen got well, but her illness left her deaf and blind. Helen felt all alone in a dark and silent world. Because Helen could not hear, she also could not talk. She had no way to tell other people how she felt or what she thought. Helen did not know other people had feelings. She often hit or kicked other children. Once, Helen even pushed her baby sister Mildred out of her cradle. Helen's parents knew Helen needed help. They took her to see Dr. Alexander Graham Bell. Today, Dr. Bell is remembered for inventing the telephone. But when Helen's parents came to him, he was running a school to help people teach the deaf. Dr. Bell said there was a special way deaf people could talk by making signs with their fingers. He told the Kellers how to find a teacher to help Helen. When Helen was 7, a woman named Annie Sullivan came to live with the Kellers. She would change Helen's life. Annie knew what it was like not to be able to see. She had been nearly blind when she was a child. She had 2 operations to save some of her eyesight. Annie began teaching Helen right away. She gave Helen a doll. Then she spelled D-O-L-L in Helen's hand. Every day, Annie spelled words into Helen's hand. Helen learned quickly, but she did not know she was making words. She still could not talk to people. Annie and Helen had many fights. Annie wanted Helen to obey her, and Helen did not like this. Helen was used to doing what she wanted. Her parents felt sorry for her. They never punished her when she was bad. At mealtime, Helen ate with her fingers and grabbed other people's food. Annie made her use a fork and spoon and eat on her own food. Annie treated Helen just like any other child, and every day Helen behaved a little better. One day, Annie took Helen out to the water pump. While the water poured over one of Helen's hands, Annie spelled W-A-T-E-R into the other. Suddenly, Helen understood what words were. Her life would never be the same. Now Helen could talk to people, and they could talk to her. Helen wanted to know everything she could about the world. Annie could not answer Helen's questions fast enough. Helen learned to read and write in Braille. In Braille, words are printed in raised dots that blind people can feel or read with their fingers. She also learned to lip read by touching people's faces. And when she was a teenager, Helen even learned to speak. When Helen was 20, she did something that many people thought was impossible. She went to college. Annie went with her to help her study. Helen spent her life helping blind and deaf people. She gave speeches and wrote many books. Helen Keller died on June 1, 1968, but people all over the world still remember her courageous, helpful life.
So, from this kind of video, although Helen Keller is blind and deaf, Her teacher never gave her up. Helen learned the words and changed the world. We learn from this girl that we should have faith, we should have hope, and we should have love. Now, next, we are going to discuss about word study achievements, give a speech, receive an award, do research, write an article, go to college, and raise money. Now, let's come up into your learner's book, page 17. Question number 1. When you find out more about something, of course, we said do research, okay? And what about the second one? When you speak in front of a lot of people about something important, we could say it as give a speech. Number 3, when you write something for magazines or newspaper, we call it as write an article. Number 4, when you get a prize because you have done something very brave or important, we could say it's receive an award. 5, when you ask people to give money to good cause, we say it raise money. And the 6th is when you attend a place to study something at a high level, we could say it go to college. Now let's do our own English HBL activity book page 13 part 1. Alright? So here there's one exercise that you need to do. It is exactly about vocabulary achievements. Complete the sentences with a word from the box by using the correct form of the verbs in the box. Do research, raise money, write an article, receive an award, give a speech, and go to university. So number 1 is provided for you. Let's check it out. Our head teacher usually gives a speech at the end of term. She talks about all good things that have happened during the term. So you see from here, number 1 is provided. Be careful when you're doing it. There must be subject and verb agreement, such as this, our head teacher. And then the verb of give will be automatically changed into gives. Okay, so try to do number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and see you in the Zoom class. Bye!